The ghost of the name of the ship is in the title.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Mm.
Also, say hello to chat. They heard that
Hello,
last
chat.
little like anecdote that you said, Mira.
It also requires
Hello,
use my
and
fucking
welcome.
brain.
To the land.
Welcome to the land of tomorrow.
You look much better, buddy.
Welcome to the land of getting fucked.
Not this
no,
stream.
that, not this website. We get in trouble on this website for that.
No, we're rearing our head on 2
Welcome
years.
to the land of confusion.
Thank you so
Not
much.
unless you're making Twitch a lot of money.
Too many men, too many people making too many problems. Thank you, Diva. Oh fuck.
20
Sorry, I just
months,
hiccuped.
holy shit.
It's been a
Mel.
while.
4 more to go.
Actually, does Mel prefer? Is it preferred that we call them Melly or Mel?
I've always said
Like,
Melly.
what's their? Okay.
I always just said
Hi,
Melly.
Melly.
I haven't gotten yelled at for it, so I figured she'd just tell me no. It's not correct.
That is not correct. Also,
And then I'd
hi,
be like,
Melly.
I don't give a shit. And then
No,
it would just
so-
devolve
then
from there into petty insults.
That'd be
Look,
so
no,
rude.
she's just waiting until she can track down your actual live address, and then she's gonna go beat you for it.
I'll go
Okay,
beat
bring
you
it.
for it.
All right, bring it. I'll take both of you at the same time.
Damn.
From what I understand, I will soon not be that far away from you, so I'll fight you. I'll come to your door.
All right. All
What?
right.
Are you moving, Tara?
No,
Oh.
I'm traveling this weekend.
Oh,
Traveling.
nice.
Yeah.
Where to?
None of your business.
Oh, come on.
Traveling to a land of dreams.
Mm,
I don't tell the internet where I'm going,
fair.
and we are currently live.
Yeah, so you can just do that.
Yeah. Like.
Anyways, hey, welcome to session 7, Ghost of the Navigator, part 2, an Iron Maiden reference podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I should at some point post the I know I've posted it to all of you, the title reference playlist that I update every week or every other week. It's a good playlist. Enjoy it. Have good you'll have good music taste. Probably. I don't know. I like my music taste. It's eclectic.
I like it.
Do we get to hear him? Are we able to tune into the radio?
Oh. Not the session because nothing has happened. This is a part 2, so there's no radio at the beginning of this. Nothing. I have nothing new. Chip Thrippy has nothing new to add.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean you have nothing new? It's Chip Free what we're listening to.
You are listening to WDPK 83.7, the sound of tomorrow, the music of fuck yourself.
Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Oh, dear.
So last session, previously on Across the Universe, the group of you met a traveling gnome saleswoman named Millie upon her ship, the Menagerie. After helping wrangle a beast of some variety that was wreaking havoc on her ship, and also making your acquaintance with the other 2 employees of the Menagerie, Charles and Klaus. You accepted a scavenging job on a derelict ship that had a distress beacon going. and upon flying the short ways to the Navigator, this derelict ship, you decided to do a life signs check on the Navigator to see if there was any sign of life, and there was a single life sign. So there is something alive on the ship, although like you're not able to like detect where it is or what it is. Just that there is something alive on the ship somewhere.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just fell into D&D brain for a sec. Do you want to know what my brain went and did?
Sure. Yes.
The entire ship's a mimic.
It's definitely not a mimic. That would be too obvious.
See if I knew where the black box was.
You do know where it would be.
Yeah.
In a normal situation. This ship is very large. It's a capital ship. And when flying or when flying around it, you can see in Galactic Basic on the side it does read CWS Navigator, which is the name of the ship.
Okay.
Also, none of you have slept in like 24 hours.
Yes, so we're doing that.
Yeah, I go sleep.
Because unlike in other edition, unlike in 5e, if I remember correctly, the exhaustion rules are you get a -2 to everything, then you get a -4 to everything, and then you get a and then it just keeps going until you die, and it's like that sucks.
I go into combat with a -20. How'd you hit them?
You didn't. You would have died way before that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke.
Also, I hope everyone enjoyed the Engage Jump Booster card.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Nice callback.
Speaking of the jump boosters, did anyone get those installed?
I'm bored. It's because I'm tired.
Not yet, I think.
Nope, we haven't done that
Okay.
yet.
All right, because you could have gotten them installed in the menagerie.
Oh well.
Nope, we didn't do that.
Who was gonna get them? I thought that was gonna be Miko.
It
I thought I was
unclear. You haven't had an actual conversation about who's getting what loot. You guys have just kind of like not really had much conversations at all, actually.
We've been busy.
You've been busy, and now you're gonna be busy again. So for all of you, there are 6 of you, and there are 6 beds. 4 of them are in one communal room. 2 of them are in solitary rooms. I want you to talk like responsible adults and figure out who gets what rooms.
I have requested the room I've moved my character to.
I go to the communal room.
Okay.
I want this bed.
Understood.
Rocks up to communal room. This bed's mine. Anyone who takes it dies.
Does Neo need to sleep? Neo's an android. I don't know if androids need to sleep.
I think we had
I think they do need downtime, but I don't know about.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Neo, it's irrelevant. Lynx isn't here. We can figure that out later. Okay. Who wants the solitary room?
I don't care.
I suppose I'll take it.
Okay. At least for now.
Who have, like noble birth.
Yeah.
Claimed for private room.
Everyone else Everyone else goes and hangs out in the fucking Chump Palace. You guys can at varying points you guys can discuss, like, move up some of these rooms. This is just how it comes, and I cannot change what the inside of this ship looks like.
Right.
Ship map provided by Che and Peku. Follow them on Patreon. Not sponsors, but they're great.
They sponsor. They can sponsor us by making updated ship art.
That would they do that. It just requires me to spend more money, and I don't have that money. That being said, if you if you follow either their fantasy or sci-fi map Patreons, the lowest tier is $1 for $1 per. I follow both of them. They're incredible. Highly recommend. Like, $1 a month gets you access to everything that they make and ever have made. They're fantastic.
Yeah, that actually does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
We sleep.
Yes. You will regain your level in hit points. You will completely regenerate your stamina.
Right.
You also regain any resolve points, and any of your abilities that are like X times per day, return to you. You get all of those back.
Okay.
Oh goody, I'm at 16 HP.
Nice. Don't drop into HP. Drop if you get close to dropping into HP, it's bad. Also, I do like how this
16 out of 25.
That's not terrible. I do like how this system handles HP as like this thing that's like, no, you can't fucking sleep off a bullet wound. You can only mostly sleep off a bullet wound. I like stamina. I think stamina and HP as like separate entities is a very like cool decision. Anyways, so it is the next day. Also, I'm just going to assume that that you sent Millie a message like, "Hey, we're tired. We're gonna go to bed first."
Yes.
Just like a quick email, basically. Like, we'll do it tomorrow, and she's just like, "Okay." Yeah.
Hey, we haven't slept in 24 hours. We're having a quick nap. Then we'll get your job done.
Go to bed, idiots. Yeah. For the sake of this, because Lynx is not here, Neo will be on the ship. All of you have communicators. It is the future. We're in a sci-fi setting. It is assumed that you have a fucking communicator.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Neo can provide firing support from the ship.
That's
how about
probably
logistical
not.
support?
Yeah, it's mostly
Or
logistical support.
Yeah.
So if you have any like sci-fi ass questions, yes.
Luna,
What?
Mm-hmm.
do not turn your fucking comms off this time.
Goggles ain't like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Goggles
Whatever
is like
not
that.
Goggles.
Whatever that sentence was.
I got it. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a Brooke thing. That's not a Goggles thing. Goggles is helpful. Goggles is a
Goggles is
scientist. They're responsible.
Yeah.
So
Very
I should be directing the message to someone else.
Scientist is being nice.
What?
Okay, yeah, you've got mad.
Anyway.
What, what about the comms? You want them on all the time?
You have a communicator. We're in the future.
Yeah.
It's assumed we have a communicator.
Yes, I can use a communicator. Are you
Yeah,
sure you want to be screaming over the communicator the entire time I'm doing my job?
I mean,
why are you screaming?
I mean,
it was going to be my screams.
Okay.
I mean, like sci-fi communicate, like the communicators they're basically like walkie-talkies, kind of. You fucking talk into them, and anyone that you want to hear them can hear them.
Cool.
It's not like a cell phone. It's more like okay. Do you remember in like the mid 2000s when a bunch of cell phones had like the walkie-talkie feature, and the ads were like, "Where you at?" It's like that. Sorry, I just dated myself.
I remember this as well.
Dude,
I distinctly remember this.
Every fucking kid in my school wanted one.
I'm staying quiet.
Okay.
Every kid in my
Fucking
school
old
wanted one.
people.
Shut
we
the
proceed
fuck
then?
up. I'm not that old. I'm only 30.
I don't even.
Yeah.
So I'm older than you, and I
Fuck
don't know
you,
what you're talking
Luna.
about. Tara,
It's fine.
I
It's
don't
fine.
know what you're talking about, and I'm older than you.
It's fine.
Well, that's because you're out
Leave
of
me
touch.
Maybe.
You're out of touch.
Okay, no,
Um,
I've got, because of that one comment, I have to say this to Diva.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, boomer.
All right.
Anyway, we're go. All right. So,
I'm not the
fucking
boomer.
okay.
Brooke is the boomer. She makes things go boom.
I'm gonna lose it. So for the sake of this, if you have any logistical questions, you could just send them back to the ship, and Neo will answer them. And by Neo will answer them, I mean I will answer them through Neo accessing the. Oh god, I haven't actually decided what the internet is called in this fucking universe. HoloNet. That'll do.
Sure. Does the ship like have a life science scanner?
Yes.
We already did that.
Can
Yes.
Can Neo track us while we're on the ship and let us know if
Yes.
the thing moves?
It can't. The life science the life science tracker cannot spot location. It can, because it's just not that advanced. It can track that there are life signs. And so Neo will know if any of the life signs go out.
Okay.
And well, if one of them goes out, they'll be like, "Hey, are any of you dead?" And when you guys are like, "Nope," and it's like, "Oh, well, good news." If there are any other like logistical like computer questions that you wish, not you, Alexa, I swear to fucking god.
Good job, Alexa.
Yeah, if you have any other like logistical like questions like that, go ahead and send and like be like, I call links into I call links at my communicator, or Neo at my communicator, and be like, "Hey, this," and I'll be like, "Okay." And I'll try and do a Neo impression.
Very well.
And it'll probably end up closer to Genesis, but what have you. All right. Is there anything else you want to prep before you try to dock?
We need. Pockets kind of has a game plan for when we get on the ship as far as how we're gonna maneuver and do this.
Fantastic. There's like normal stuff on the ship, like stuff that you would imagine to be on a ship. Things like suits that let you survive in the vacuum of space for a limited amount of time, and like have like some kind of breathing apparatus that lets you like not die in the vacuum of space, stuff like that. You have that. That's fine.
Okay, so we have that, so we can dock and use those to get across then.
Yep.
Or do we have to use those?
You're not sure
when you
yet.
say. Okay.
You haven't like. You haven't like
docked yet.
You haven't docked yet. Yeah. You guys are still in. You guys are still like in space.
Okay. Let's dock, and then we will discuss the game plan.
Sure. Kaida, can I have a piloting check?
You may.
We will eventually do space combat, eventually. But not today. That's
Hold
yeah.
on.
You are able to dock in no problem. 1 sec.
Hey guys, look, one hand.
It's not very professional of you.
Yeah, so you bring the ship in. Under normal circumstances, a ship like this would have some kind of like shield barrier that would prevent like air from escaping. This one it clearly has the ability to do so, or at least it had the ability at some point, but it's not activated. So like the the docking bay area of this capital ship, which is open, is it is technically in the vacuum.
Okay, so we will need to use our suits then.
Yep.
I do have one question.
What's up?
The spacesuits we have, are they moon mission ones or Mass Effect Andromeda ones?
They're more like Mass Effect Andromeda. They go on. You can put them on over your like armor, and like and like the helmets like come on automatically because I don't give a shit. Having you guys die to the vacuum of space is so anticlimactic unless I want it to happen.
Yeah, like getting blown out into outer space due to an airlock getting shot out is cool.
Yeah, but like, oh no, I forgot that I had to breathe and I didn't turn on my helmet. Oh no, I'm dead. That's dumb. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're soft sci-fi more than hard sci-fi in that regard.
Yeah, our characters have a level of common sense.
Yeah, and technology is convenient enough most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of it is like a lot of it's like a level of convenience above Star Wars, but like not at Mass Effect most of the time.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes, it does. So
It does.
we've docked. We're on the.
Because you're still like stuff is still because this area technically is still in the vacuum. You got like things are like floating around. It's dark in here. There are like no lights. You do have like flashlights that you can bring, including like a headlamp that's built into the spacesuits. So you don't need to worry about that.
Is it low light condition without the light headset headlight?
It is pitch black without that.
Cool beans.
Yeah. A cursory glance, you see like no active electronical devices. You also while there's some debris hanging in the, I was gonna say in the air, but that's not accurate. It's a vacuum. While there's debris hanging around, you don't see a lot of like anything specific. Like there's no like boxes or anything. And there's also no like other ships or like ship parts. It seems anything that was here in like the docking bay has been removed.
Okay. Okay, so we need to discuss a game plan. So everyone gather.
Okay.
Gather.
Also, if you guys are like gathering around on your ship, you don't need to like actually gather in a room. I'm putting you all together. I'm not like a stickler for it. If you guys say you're together, you're together. It's fine.
Very well.
Being I'm one of the people with a more training with handguns than two-handed guns, I'm happy to use both a headlight and a flashlight while holding my pistol in my other hand
I have dark
to help
vision. Does
provide
that
a
help?
lot of light for anyone else.
Dark vision allows you to see in black and white.
Right.
In pitch black darkness. It is difficult to discern details. It is also difficult to discern text because text requires light and there is none.
There is none. So we'll take a flashlight.
Yeah,
I also use a pistol. So.
Yeah. And you also have like the headlamp on your spacesuit too. So
is all of the
I
ship
want-
in a vacuum? Is life support working on this thing, or are we?
You haven't checked if anything like that.
We should do that.
Sure.
Neo should do that.
Sure. Neo will check. And after a quick moment, Neo tells you there are no signs of any kind of like electronic activity throughout the entire ship.
So it's all in a vacuum then.
It might not all be
I
in a
want to check the
vacuum.
reactor first.
But life support's not working.
Life support is not working.
Cool. Okay, so we will need spacesuits or we're gonna die.
Probably.
Okay. Well, put the spacesuit on and don't lose it.
I want us to check the reactor before doing anything else. If it's operational and just deactivated, then
can we turn it on?
Doing I will give you this. I don't remember if I mentioned this last week or not, or last session or not. Neo doing a quick like HoloNet search, for the ship name, the CWS or Commonwealth Ship Navigator, was a Commonwealth ship that experienced a solar storm that functioned in like the same fashion as an electromagnetic pulse. It basically short-circuited every bit of like electronical technology in the ship, and they were not able to get it working again. So so it had to be abandoned.
Cool. So nothing works. So we can't turn this thing on if we wanted to.
Probably not.
Cool. Okay. So with that,
plan.
Well, I have a plan. We're gonna scav this thing. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna stay in a tight group. We're gonna use the shadows to our advantage. Because whatever's on that ship, we're gonna presume it hostile. So here's how the group is gonna work. Me and Sharian are gonna take point. Goggles and I forgot your fucking name. Kaida. Goggles and Kaida in the middle. Tetsuya brings up the rear.
I was thinking having him in the middle.
Why?
Big gun.
Well, if he's in the back, then he has big gun and he can shoot over us.
The problem is if we then get attacked from behind.
Well, he's bringing up the rear, so then Goggles and you support him. And me and Sharian are nimble as hell, so we can just jump on him too, so it doesn't matter.
That's if it's him, not an it.
It's an it, whatever. The point is, I saw this in a movie once. Okay, just roll with it.
I saw it in a movie
I
once.
saw this in a movie. Have you never heard of this movie? It's like 2,000 years old at this point. I don't know timeline comparison. So I'm
This is
saying
not.
2,000 years.
This is not the real world.
Just
2,000
listen.
years ago, friend.
I know what I'm doing. Okay, I've done this before. I've just never had a crew doing it. Okay, this is gonna be easy.
Have you ever seen that super racist movie called Alien?
Racist?
What?
But you it's all aliens.
I feel like I'm in a comedy flick every time I listen to you speak. So, or you do anything for that matter.
10 out of 10.
Let's see. I
Remi-
gotta check
Remind
my
me
number
to
really
empty
I'm
your
gonna-
room
I'm gonna-
out the airlock.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna go back on the menagerie and see if she has fucking clown makeup, so we can give it to you.
I wonder. I wonder if I can actually put my flashlight onto one of my firearms.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, they've got like Picatinny rails. You're good. This is the future.
All right. I will put that onto my assault
Back
rifle.
rail.
Picatinny rail.
Anyway, that's how this is going to work. We're not gonna wander off. Don't keep it tight. Keep the group tight, okay?
Well,
gonna
I do
move.
want to go to specific location that the black should be in.
That's fine. We'll get there, but we're just gonna move slow because there's not only do we have whatever is wandering around that's alive, but there's also hazards. So just
Yes.
keep an eye. Also watch the ceiling. I saw that in a movie once too. Always watch the ceilings. That's where the bad things come from.
Not always. You need to watch corridors, corners.
Watch the
and floors.
goddamn ceilings. We know that's what we're gonna do, but nobody ever looks up.
All right.
Nobody ever looks
So-
up until the drool hits their shoulder, and then it's too late.
So are y'all ready? Are you all ready to venture forth into the Navigator?
Yes.
Yes, we're done bullying each other.
Fantastic.
Done
No,
bullying you.
I live for the bullying. It's okay. Hold on. Don't take that out of context. Don't clip that.
I will not be bringing the grenade launcher, but I'm going to carry a few grenades in.
Okay.
We should be careful about explosives in case we blow a hole inside of the ship and decompress the whole fucking thing.
That would be bad.
That's why I'm only taking 2 frag grenades and my stun grenade.
Yeah. So the way we are going to do this, there are 2 things you can do. The group of you can either say, I want to go to a specific location. I will, or you can be like, I want to find us to look for a specific thing.
Is it possible to get the power back on, or some power, emergency power?
Probably
Probably
not.
not.
The entire ship was.
It's been EMP'd. It's been fried.
Yeah, the entire ship has been hit by a solar storm that basically was an electromagnetic pulse. The ship has been deactivated for 8. Actually, roughly about it. Exactly about 18 years.
All right. I asked Neo, is it possible to turn the ship back on after it's been EMP'd?
Sometimes, but the Commonwealth could not.
Okay.
It would be possible given time, but the time and resources needed for a ship this large, for what has happened to it and how old it is.
We're scavving it, not repairing it.
Yeah, it would take too much time and resources that we do not already have.
The Commonwealth decided it would be cheaper to buy a new ship than to scavenge this one, or than to repair this one.
Why don't we try going to the command helm first then?
The bridge.
The bridge. Beam me up,
Um,
Scotty.
Because the bridge is likely where the black box will be, but I'd rather check some other spots first. Mainly medical and armory.
Okay. Those are good spots to check first. Armory sounds good. I like armory. Yes, armory. Armory good.
Let's not forget, we're here to make money.
Yes, and
and no matter where you go,
we might find the BFG.
you're not going to find the BFG.
No, we wouldn't find a weapon like that. They evacuated. They're not all dead. I'm seeing if they left anything.
Yeah. And no matter where you go, pockets should be able to find something. You are not. I'm not leaving this up to a roll. You will not leave empty-handed.
Okay,
I
so I'm
promise.
essentially just playing. I'm going to be guarding pockets and anyone else squishy then.
Yeah.
I'll hide in the shadows though, because I'm like, yeah.
I'm probably going to be the one guiding people around here because I know enough about the Navigator already.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Look, I did 2 reports on this back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And another 2 in
That's
primary school.
fantastic. So, I'm gonna the search team is when we go search rooms. Me and Kaida will do that. Everybody else will run security.
Okay.
Sounds good.
The normal group would have had Neo with us too, but for computer support just in case. But
I will have by default my appendages out.
yes,
Yep.
I suggest we all have our weapons in hand.
Reasonable assumption.
I really should have gotten a shotgun or something.
It's fine.
You'll have your chance.
I'm going to act very tactical while moving through here.
Yes, like I said, we're gonna move slow and we're gonna move quiet.
Where would you like to go? So what part of the ship do you want to go first?
I would suggest armory.
Just out of curiosity, do we have a map of the ship?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not a proper dungeon. We're theater of the minding it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're kind of being guided by my understanding of ships and minor guidance of there are things I'm sensing in this rough area from
This one has a lot of
orange ship.
midichlorians.
Fine. Let's go to the armory and loot it.
There are also like lines on the ground that tell you where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was a big military ship. Like people come and go from this place would come and go from this place all the time, and it's like, well, where the fuck do I go? It's easy to get lost if you don't know where to go. So there are just things built into the ship that's like, it's like, and here's this way to the docking bay, so on and so forth.
It's probably more color coded rather than labeled because military won't risk making it easy for an opposition their ship to find where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to the armory then.
Yeah. Okay.
First thing we see, armory's over here. Here's the entrance code.
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone to make me a perception check. On your way.
Yay.
Okay. Jesus.
Well done.
Thank you, Sharian.
You're welcome. Oh, Calia Valora did it just as good, so.
Nice.
I rolled natural 2, natural 1.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20, so.
Excellent.
My
We are
wisdom should
Unnatural.
be
we are
plus
missing
10.
Tatsuya.
And
Maybe you could type it into chat. And I know you're using a physical die. If you could just type your result into chat, it'd be
yep,
great.
I just gotta find my.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Game. What am I doing?
Perception check.
Perception. Okay, so I got +7 on this. Mm-hmm. There we go. I don't know why it centered in on me.
You should type something into chat. That's how it works.
Oh.
It's a cool feature.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm also eating.
I had something pop into my head, and now I say it on stream or not. So I'm gonna say it into Discord.
Sure. All right. So, highest is 30. All right. As you were traveling around the derelict Navigator, everything is dark, and everything is dark. It really is pitch black in here. Some of you might have experienced like proper pitch black, absolutely no light darkness before, but some of you probably haven't, and it's uncomfortable if you haven't experienced it before. It's also silent, and that's more unsettling. You other than your footsteps, you hear nothing. And every time you all like stop to like look around for a moment, and there's just nothing, the silence is deafening. It's eerie. As you eventually you're able to approach the armory. The armory looks like it's been completely cleared out. It looks like most of the weapons that they were able to take, they did take. Pockets, I would like you to mark down whenever I tell you that there's scrap. I'm going to give you a scrap number. I will periodically be giving you scrap numbers.
Hang on. I gotta get my notepad up. Scrap. Okay.
You were able to find some weapon parts that are not like electronic in nature, things like buttstocks and like foregrips.
Right.
Write down mark down that you have found 3 scrap.
Okay.
It's not a lot.
I'm surprised there wasn't a shotgun or 2.
They probably took all that stuff.
I'll be honest, I would have been surprised if we found a gun.
Well, I don't see anything else.
Let's head to the med bay next, see if there's any medical resources.
Fine. Just remember to keep your heads on a swivel. This place is starting to make my fur crawl.
It's eerie.
No.
It's eerie for how it's eerie considering, like, other than the fact that it's like pitch black, a lot of it is like really normal. Like, it's quiet, it's dark, but like other than like some like debris, like some like either debris or trash on the ground, everything, it doesn't seem like broken. It's just
Can I see how dusty it is?
It's pretty dusty. It's been 18
Okay.
years.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to check how dusty it was.
Yeah, it's been pretty dusty.
I think I have an idea of where, if this creature, or whatever it is contained, I can think of 2 locations.
Why don't we just leave it alone?
That's the
just
thing.
hope
One
it-
of them we're probably going to want to check out anyway.
On your way to the med bay, I would like everyone to roll me another perception check, please.
It's following us, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. 19.
Let's see. +7 again.
Thank you, Sherian.
Done.
You're welcome. Do I notice it?
Not yet.
Let's see. Nope. Nothing. As you were moving, nothing seems out of the ordinary. You're moving to the med bay this time?
Yeah.
As you approach the med bay, this looks a lot more this looks a lot more like the armory was like cleared out. This looks a lot more ransacked. There are like materials on the floor, like bits of like surgical scissors and gauze and things like that, strewn about, as well as just like packaging for like bandages. But there's plenty of stuff left that is definitely scrappable. Things like metal trays and such, that can lead to a decent amount of payout. You can mark 7 scrap for here.
Can I do a thing?
What are you doing?
I want to see if they took out the hard drives for their computers.
You can go ahead and give me a give me a check. Let me
Computers?
yeah. Well,
See,
yeah,
the
do computers.
out of character, the interesting thing about computers is if you don't write zeros on your hard drive, even if it gets EMP'd, you can still pull data off of it.
If it gets EMP'd, that's
21.
basically it.
Well, no, unless you physically like crush a hard drive, it's still, its data can still be retrieved.
Some of it could be.
Yeah, which is where I'm going with this. If we can get any data, that's fucking incredible.
21. The computer's hard drives have been taken. If there are like any computer parts left at all that could be salvaged, they have been salvaged.
Yeah.
It would you would know that because it's in this regard it's somewhat similar to your military upbringing. Things like military hard drives in the Commonwealth, as well as basically everywhere else, are super restricted because it's personal information. It's like personal data of like the soldiers, and like even if they were still here, taking that would technically be a crime.
Well, I was also planning to, like, same with the black box, I'm planning to let them know, hey, we've recovered this for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
Cool.
get us some rep points with the faction.
Yep.
But
Great. This room's clear.
Was there anything else you wanted to look for while here?
I'm assuming with what we already have checked, there's no leftover medical supplies. Like no loose bandages or anything.
You can find some like loose packages of bandages that like general things like bandages and like clean syringes, stuff that's like not expensive and therefore wasn't high priority to grab. Yeah, you can. I will say that you have like a small box of like basic medical supplies that are it's good. It's good, like surplus to have, and you will definitely use it.
Yeah, I just empty it into my backpack.
Yep. Like it's not stuff that's like worth writing down individually. It's just like it's in a medical bay. It will it will be used. You're saving yourself yourself some credits when you go to like get like your next like fucking space Amazon order, basically.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Okay.
So
This...
I can think of 3 locations we can go check.
The bridge.
The bridge, the cargo bay.
Is this
The
a,
reactor room for any salvageable there.
that if I may say, if this place has been looted before, all the obvious spots are going to be looted. Maybe we should check the less obvious spots. Like the engineers, hidey hole, cubby area. The captain's...
Do you mean the engineering deck?
No, I mean the space where the engineer goes to hide and relax, and when he doesn't want to be fucking bugged by everyone else.
And you know where that is.
No, but I'm sure.
I do.
Is that like is that
you
standard
can
issue
find.
on every ship?
On not every ship, but larger ships like capital ships will visit like engine well area, where an engineer will just go and they'll sit there, they'll just listen to the engine, because it's honestly relaxing until it goes boom.
Also, the captain's quarters might be a good place to look.
Ooh, crew quarters. Do they have crew quarters? We should go look there.
Yeah.
There would be crew
You never know.
quarters.
We might find something in the toilet.
When
Looks
no.
at camera. Why would anyone have me make me try and do that?
Can you just stand there and look fearsome and that's it? Don't talk. Just if the thing comes around, just growl at it. That's the only thing you're allowed to do from now on. You growl and grunt. That's it.
Well,
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear
Let's head to
words
the-
leave your mouth.
Honestly, though, would you expect any loot to be in a toilet?
We're just okay. Where are we going?
The last time I looked in a
Cargo
toilet
bay.
the last time I looked in a toilet in a video game, I received like 20 shotgun ammo. Silent Hill 2 was a wild video game.
I was expecting Fallout, but
I was using the Borderlands reference, but okay.
All right. Where are we going? I feel like we're gonna go. The cargo gives a shiver down my spine, but we'll go there.
Okay.
Look,
Cargo bay?
the life form is in one of 2 spots. Either cargo bay or the brig.
So cargo bay
What
next?
makes you think that? What makes you think that?
You saw it in a movie once, didn't you?
Not in a movie, simulation.
Right, because those things are real.
It was a training mission.
Real life is nothing like the simulations.
Also,
go to the car.
simulation, they don't.
Let's go to the cargo bay. Let's just go to the cargo bay.
Okay.
On the way to the cargo bay, can I get a perception check from everyone?
Sure. So what did I get with that nat 20 perception check, anyways?
Oh.
Everything looked normal.
God
On a
damn.
nat
Hey,
20?
the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Well done, Goggles.
I see shit. I don't see shit.
Maybe I'm having all of you roll to keep you paranoid. Maybe there's nothing here even.
So yeah, that was a thing. My dice bounced twice and ended up back on that 20.
Nice.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see. Those are some pretty high scores. No, on your way, none of you see anything.
Okay.
Nothing. Still no sign. Still no sign of anything. As you approach the cargo bay, this area is very wide open. Because it's, as the name suggests, it's a cargo bay. It's basically a warehouse. It's basically like an on ship warehouse. And while a lot of like the racks of stuff, like the large, like you know when you go into like a surplus store and there's like the structures that they like pile pallets and pallets of stuff on,
Right.
like those structures are still there. But there's very little like actual stuff. There are like crates that you can rummage through. But a lot of them are like either just empty or like have like nothing like worthwhile in them. That being said, for most people, you don't like, it's just like whatever. Pockets, you're like, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm not expecting you to carry everything literally with you, and more
Right.
so like set it like making like, all right, and then we'll get this stuff. You're like prepare you're prepping the stuff, not so much carrying it. Please mark down 25 scrap.
Is there anything that looks like it might have been a cage or have had some sort of life form inside it?
No.
Okay.
Although Kaida, while as the group kind of like disperses a little bit, as Pockets is kind of delegating like where to go and like what to do, for a split second, out of the corner of your eye, just for a moment, you can swear that you see something. As you turn, you don't. Nothing is there though. But from now on, you have this feeling that you're being watched.
I'm going to whisper over comms.
Mhm.
And just relay what I noticed. Everyone is...
To everyone else, as Kaida whispers, I think I saw something over comms. All of you were very confident. You guys all took a really good look around. You didn't see anything.
Listen, it's just a dart. It's pitch black. It's your nerves. Just relax.
Pockets?
Listen,
Let's-
I've done this before.
Let's
okay?
be honest. Better safe than sorry. Stay alert.
Fine.
This is just like standard sweep operations.
Let's sweep
Right.
the cargo bay just to be sure.
Sure.
I move it over to where I think I saw it.
Sure. You move over in the direction. It's an empty hall. It's basically just like an empty corridor. Like
Are there any signs
structures.
of dust displacement in this spot?
Not that you can see.
I back up slowly.
Okay. Understood.
Can
Part of my brain just went, if I look one way, it's going to be the other side.
Understood.
No. I'm not
Alright.
giving you the perfect opportunity to jump scare me.
All right. Keep it tight, gang. Let's keep moving.
Where you guys going next?
Let's go toward the bridge.
All right.
And then we can locate the black box.
Perception checks.
Does this life form that was on here have mass?
You don't know. You just know there is a life form.
I'm gonna radio to Neo. Is like any way we could track this life form?
Not with the current computer.
Let's see. Gotta remember, always +7.
I have a question about the Navigator.
What's up?
Does it have some sort of AI?
Not anymore, and not the one that would exist on life signs.
But okay, did it have one when it was in operation?
Not like a Cortana style AI, but like not an artificial intelligence.
More
More like
along the lines of like Siri.
Like
I'm
a virtual
guessing?
intelligence, yeah. It like the computer could talk, but like it
Hey,
wasn't like
Tassia.
smart.
This is why I always get a little curious, and I have to go, hey, buddy. He's got his third nat 20 in a row.
Are your dice weighted?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right.
Luck of the golden
Like-
gods. Your name is Taliesin for the rest of the session.
And if you keep the luck up, I'm gonna call you Jaffe. Look, I got the reference.
Talison's rolls have not been as good since campaign 1. It really was the die he was using.
The holy die.
The golden snitch. Because it was a little die made of gold.
That's actually really cool.
Mhm.
Let's see.
But we head to the bridge.
I'm gonna see if I can actually find the dice set I've been using.
Nice. All right. The bridge. Anyways, none of you see anything on your way to the bridge.
Yeah.
Everything looks clear. But now that Kaida has had this like feeling of like being watched, which doesn't go away, by the by, for you. You like that. You're just gonna feel like that for like the rest of the session, basically. Or at least the rest of your time
Yeah,
here.
that's fine.
But yeah, even like now that Kaida pointed out, like I think I saw something. Like the fact that none of you are seeing anything isn't as comforting as it once was.
Other than maybe Tatsuya.
Yeah, you're like, oh, my sister saw some shit. It's fine, whatever.
It's pilots. They go crazy all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's now canon. Pilots hate going on field ops.
It's why would
They
they?
don't
Why
like leaving their ship.
This is other shit, dude. Other ships are fucked up. Fuck that shit.
Scavenging on the hub is not as scary as being on a ship. The abandoned mills weren't this bad.
It's eerie. Yeah, you eventually make it to the bridge. And this area is also pretty like ransacked. Things are like knocked over. and like disheveled. There's like paperwork strewn. There's like various like paperwork strewn across the floor. Long since like been trampled and like basically illegible. This the bridge does have a view of the space of like space around you. Which is nice. Until you notice that like the like glass has been cracked and probably has been for quite some time.
Oh, shit.
It's that like there's still pressure in here, but that glass could go at any moment.
We need to leave.
Yeah. That being said,
No.
10
Now.
you find 10 scrap here. And Kaida, you want to look for the black box?
Yes, please.
Please
not
make
here.
it quick.
Not here.
Not here.
Is it clear this is where it was meant? Like this is where it's meant to be if it
Yes.
hasn't been moved?
You can assume this place was like cleared out by the Commonwealth. They probably took it.
Okay.
It is a reasonable assumption.
Yeah.
All right. Have you checked the crew quarters yet?
Before we do anything, I want to check for.
If you're
Does it seem like it's a pressure crack? Or does it seem like something was thrown or smashed again?
It looks like something collided with it at some point. Probably an asteroid.
I say we leave this room immediately. I don't want to be here when that glass like breaks and this whole room decompresses.
Wait, you never went through any sort of like decompressing training?
Hell no! I'm a
cool.
scaver from the slums of the hub.
The
No!
core?
Whatever.
The hub is its nickname.
I'm a fucking scrub, bro. Like I don't fucking go into space.
I love the hub. All the best shows were on the hub, like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. It's a real reference for you. That was the TV station that Friendship is Magic was on. It was the hub. It was a bad naming decision.
Because another group decided to have a very similar name that got the same nickname.
Hasbro's TV channel The Hub came after Pornhub was already a thing. It was always a bad decision.
Oh, that's even better.
Anyway, getting back on topic.
Wait, maybe you're just ahead of their time.
Maybe. Could I get first of all, where are you guys going next?
Crew quarters.
Crew quarters. All right. Could I get another perception check from everyone?
all right. Will I get 4 in a row, or will this be something else? I don't know.
Nat 1. Nat 1 or cheating.
Yeah, it hit the mouse. Gotta re-roll. It ended up hitting a 5, but since it hit something, it doesn't count.
$18, $12, $22, $16, $26. On your way to the crew quarters, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Getting to the crew quarters. Now this place is completely disheveled. From the looks of it, it was just dozens and dozens of if not hundreds of people all clamoring to try and get their stuff and get out. It is
A
a
mess.
mess. Sheets everywhere, mattresses kind of strewn about. Very like standard military cot beds, like just kind of thrown to the wayside. It is difficult to like find anything of worth over just through the mess of just like old bed sheets and like just stuff and like trash. There's a lot more trash here than there was in the other places.
So I'm gonna say from pockets is probably not worth it considering the hazards that are at play.
After like a few minutes, after taking like a little while to find like 2 scrap, you're like, this isn't worth it.
Yep, forget it.
Sharian.
Captains? Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As you are just like as you're kind of just like standing around looking menacing, being guard duty, off in the distance for a second, as you turn your head, you see a shine, like you see like the shine of something reflecting the metal, something reflecting your headlamp. Would you like to go and inspect it?
I'm gonna stay and keep doing my job and take note of it.
Okay. No one
I
else
know
seems to
better.
notice it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not the first person that's seen something odd, so.
It doesn't look odd. It just looks like your light like reflects off of something, almost like almost like when it's dark and like you're like scanning like a room or like something with or like outside with like a flashlight,
Mhm.
and it like reflects off of like a coin or something, or like a
Or
mirror. It's like that.
eyeballs.
No, it's not, definitely not an eye. It's on the ground.
Hmm. Cool
It's just
beans.
like it's just like as you're like scanning the room, you see like something reflecting like on the floor in the distance, or like near the
Cool.
floor in the distance.
Well, I'm not gonna go investigate it on my own. I'm not gonna leave like the party protected. So I'm gonna like tell the party, I'm like, I see something in the distance. It reflected off my flashlight.
I securely move up to investigate.
And I
Sure.
keep an eye on
As
my
you
scientist.
Yeah. As you Sharian, as you like turn to go look at look for where it was, you can't seem to get like whatever it was doesn't seem to like nothing seems to reflect off of your like reflect your light this time. And kind of
Mm-hmm.
upon approaching, you don't see anything.
Huh, it's not there anymore. Great. Well, I guess it's not. Guess that's one more person that's seen something odd.
No one else saw anything here, and all of you are
Mm,
like, no, that I definitely would have noticed that.
hmm. Well, I'll
Hey
keep an eye on it.
Neo,
Yes.
can you look for not the latest report on the Navigator, but the report before that? Any information on what they report back on, or what its mission was?
As the name suggests, it was a mapping ship. Other than, and this is after like a few moments of like waiting. Other than that, it was a Commonwealth ship, so they keep their stuff pretty close to their chest. Not like Neo wouldn't say that phrase, but like you know what I mean. They keep their military operations secret because they're a military.
Understood.
but this was as the name suggested, like unmapping ship, a cartography ship.
Okay. Let's move toward. Ooh, where's the engine room?
You can go to the engine room if you would like.
Go to the engine room. There's plenty of scrap. It's an engine. It's just begging to be scrapped.
Ooh, I could probably distract the entrance.
If we're going to the engine room, we're going to need to make sure we want to scrap the engine to disable the fueling system.
Yep.
Last thing we want is to take apart a single piece and then have the entire place fuel. Trust me, I don't want it to die because we drowned.
It
You
is
never drowned
important.
before?
It is important for drown for. It's important to note you can just like breathe right now. You guys are wearing like oxygen suits.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Which are good enough for the vacuum of space and therefore good enough for basically anything else, for the most part.
Yeah, it's Starship fuel. I don't want to see what happens with suits and masks and everything end up in direct contact with it.
Especially after it's degraded for 18 years.
Fine.
Yeah.
We do that. Let's yield to Kaida's experience.
All right. All of that can be done in around the engine room. But first,
Yeah.
I think you all know what must be done.
Perception check.
Initiative.
Nope. Oh, Kaida. What a roll.
Yeah, Kaida was distracted for a moment because they were thinking about something.
You poor thing.
Perception check. Okay. This will probably be the last one I'll roll. Because I gotta get offline here pretty soon.
Oh, please
got
tell
it.
me this is a UNAT one.
That'd
I'm sorry, this is the best time for you to nat one.
be
Nope.
very funny.
Aw.
22.
Yeah, I'm lowest.
Well, as long as you stick next to Tatsuya.
As
I'm
you are
behind you.
all walking,
You're in front of him. Should be.
yeah, Tatsuya's in the back because Katsuya has the gun.
No, because the initial plan was. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
Tatsuya in
no,
the
never
back.
mind. My plan was to have us the other way up.
Anyways, as you are all progressing, oh, 1 sec. Cena, thank you so much for the raid. I love you, honey. We're gonna keep going. I love you. I hope your stream was great. If one of my mods is still here, if they could shout Cena out, that'd be wonderful. Anyways, as you are walking, you pass as you were passing down.
So
oh fuck!
cute.
I forgot it played a clip.
Who would you put in here? This is cute. This cutest. Oh my
Professional
god! I would
stream.
put.
We're
I don't know what
gonna
anyone's
mute
talking
this
about.
clip.
This is
Give me a
absolutely
second.
pathetic.
Being a YouTuber streamer is no stuff.
Oops. It's so loud.
I'm out for the night.
My immersion is broken.
It's
Hopefully
so
I'll be able
loud.
to talk to you tomorrow there, Tara.
Do you have to head out?
Yeah.
Understood.
And I was thinking about one last piece of gear.
Sure. So just put it in the necessary location.
Okay.
Right. Later,
Okay,
Ray.
shop till you drop.
Yep. Yeah. As you are, as all of you are walking, you pass by a long, you pass by a long corridor. Corridor. Most of the doors are like halfway open, or are like completely or completely closed, and some are like fully open. Then you have to open them. This one seems to have been one of the doors you pass seems to have been like had to be forced open.
From what side?
From the main hall, like the main hallway area
From where we
side.
are?
From where you are. If you were to like look at it, you could see the sign of like a battering ram. It probably you can assume or infer from context it was probably like locked close when the EMP went off and had to be bashed open. But that's not what you're focused on. Kind of for a split second as you're walking down the hallway that like this bashed in door is like partially covering, you see something. Do you stop or keep going?
I keep going and I tactically raise my guns. For a second I see whatever it is here. I'm gonna.
It's a ways down the hallway, and if you keep going, you're not gonna get a good look at it.
Then I will stop moving, but still keep my.
Okay. Everyone else kind of keeps taking a couple steps before they notice you stop. Kind of you look down the hall, and floating in the darkness, a distance away, so it's difficult to tell, but it almost seems, it from what you can see, the first thing you notice is that that its shape is that of a humanoid skull. As uh as you look at it, it's unmoving, and once the kind of like shock of like of seeing it kind of like wears off, and you like blink for a second, um the it definitely appears to be some kind of humanoid skull, and it's gold. As you but as you kind of come to your senses, like looking at it, you hear your brother's voice, like, Kaida, are you all right? Coming from like up ahead of you.
Ignoring, like, not taking my eyes off.
Mm-hmm.
I will whisper over comm, describing what I'm.
I think you said whisper over comms. You'll describe what you're looking at.
Yes.
So Kaida, over for the rest of you, over comms, Kaida says there is a floating golden skull.
It's like, what?
It would be a bit more tactical. Floating golden skull, end of a hallway.
Pockets is going to join Kaida. Pockets wants to see the floating golden skull.
Yeah. Sure enough, at the end of the hall, there seems to be a floating golden humanoid skull. hovering at about head level to like a medium-sized humanoid.
They don't have those on the core.
It is unmoving.
With my, I am asking to use my proficiency, my whatever it's called, the ace pilots. Have I heard any pilot story about things like this?
Pilot story?
Does Pockets know what this thing
As in,
is?
have I heard any stories about this being told by a pilot?
I'm gonna say your pilot skill is not gonna your ace pilot skill is not gonna help you. You can roll culture. Pockets can also roll culture if he wants.
Haha. I actually am good at culture now. I have a 6.
23.
22.
22 and 23.
We know stuff.
Not a lot. There are, in terms of like gold-skulled creatures, you've never heard of anything like that. Neither of you.
It's not moving. Everyone, get over here.
You said gold-skulled creatures. What about machine?
Nothing that you know about.
Yeah, my brain went Fallout's eyeball.
Yeah.
I call everyone over. Everyone needs to look at this. We all need eyes on this.
Does everyone come over?
I begin moving closer.
Stop. Don't go near it. Don't you watch horror movies? You trying to die like a side character right now?
I approach slowly.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kaida.
Yep.
I'm watching from
You
where they started.
You start to approach slowly. As you do, for everyone else, as Kaida kind of like moves herself through the doorway, it kind of takes you like a moment to like get to like climb like through like the fucked up doorway, and as you were immediately through, everyone else loses sight of it because you were literally in the way.
I crouch.
As you crouching isn't really enough. It's more so you're occupying the space. And it's difficult to see past you because of like how little of like an entryway like this like has because of the way the door is like bashed. But as you start to take a few steps forward, your headlamp flickers.
I'm assuming so does my in-hand one?
Yes.
Sharian, get ready to tear that door down.
When your light comes back on, it is gone. You heard nothing.
Ida, get the hell back over here.
Hey, do me a favor. shine a light to my side. Because, like, it sounds like I'm in a...
You're in a hallway. You're in like a
hall?
long hallway.
Are there any passages near me? Left or
No. This is a long hallway. And at the end, there is like what looks to be like a T, and you can go in either left or right. But all you can see is directly down the hallway.
Pockets is urging Kaido to return to the group.
Yep.
what if it's trying to lead us somewhere?
What if it's trying to get us killed? I don't care what it is.
Are all military people suicidal?
What was that, Goggles?
All military people are suicidal.
This one is.
Without turning back, I back up to the bulkhead, and I'll
Yep.
get guided through it. I'm
Yep.
not taking my eyes off where I last saw it in case it reappears.
Sure thing.
Sharian, pull her through, for God's sake.
Okay, I'll pull her
Yep.
through.
Yep, no issues. Can confirm you have now all seen something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Pockets no
Floating.
scraps.
That's fine.
Not for this hallway.
We are leaving now.
I have an idea. Can we communicate? Like, can Neo act as like a bridge and patch us through to the menagerie? Menagerie?
The menagerie.
Yes.
Probably.
I want her to relay a message to what's her face?
Millie.
Shop on Millie, and ask her on her insight on what it could be. And we're just gonna explain that before we came on the ship, we detected a life sign, and now that we're on the ship, we're seeing odd shit going on, and this what seems to be like a floating golden skull that just vanishes out of thin air.
Sure. Neo is able to patch. Neo's like, yeah, I can do that, and patches you through, and all of a sudden, and after like a moment, all of you hear through your like your helmet communicators, like, hello.
Hello.
You guys sure do communicate a lot. That's honestly, it's honestly good for me.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. We're leaving. We're getting out of the ship.
Really, already? You guys have only
we're
you guys have
we're-
like
we're-
only been there for like a little while.
Yeah,
We're-
and a
we're-
little.
Sorry.
Listen,
Millie,
Huh?
saw
how
something.
much
Gold.
do you know about a floating golden skull that
Well,
disappear and cause electrical havoc when you begin to approach them?
And it's
That's-
technically biological because we did detect life signs.
that sounds like nonsense.
Well, it's on the ship and it's
Well,
stalking
that's
us.
what we all just saw.
Are you sure?
Yes.
100%. We all saw it.
Which is why I wanted to ask you about it.
So what you're saying is you found some kind of golden skull on a derelict ship that I have hired you to scavenge for, and you didn't think, wow, a giant skull made of gold? That's probably worth a lot of money. That could get us a lot of money.
Because we figured it was a
Listen
trap.
here, listen here, lady. We don't have that kind of thing. That's not something you usually find in a scrap job. So, also,
Right.
it's floating.
That just
Which
means it's
makes it even
probably
more
worth way
curious.
more money.
There's also the thing, this ship, we don't know where it's been.
Well,
We
it's-
don't know where it picked this thing.
Do you know anything about it or not?
The ship's been here for years. And the Commonwealth cleared the entire thing out. There can't be a life sign on the ship. This thing has been idle for years, for over a decade.
I mean, if we have a life sign detector on our ship, clearly you have one on yours. Turn it on.
They're also a lot further away from us than we were when we scanned.
Okay, well,
That sounds like a waste of our resources.
Yeah. Do you know how much fuel it is that is needed to make small maneuvers?
It's actually a lot more than large maneuvers.
Please.
Listen,
We're gonna go look for the golden skull, aren't we?
if you want to get
the
listen,
inner cheapskate pilot complaining about fuel.
Listen, I'm not saying you have to go look for it, but if it's not scrap and is actually worth something, that means you'll get money that isn't scrap money.
Which means it's going to be decent money. I'm not going to
Exactly.
say good because
Hey,
commission fee. No. We have to take in mind commission fee.
I pay
All
well
right.
for things, probably.
You pay well for something else to add to the menagerie.
Exactly. See, your pilot gets it.
All right. Here's the deal. We go after the skull. Nobody fucking wanders off. Nobody dies like a fucking horror movie side character.
what's a movie?
We get the skull and we leave.
That's the spirit.
Turn the comms off.
Have fun.
Oh dear.
Or more
See you when we
specifically,
get back, Millie.
have fun.
Good. Seriously. The second things go bad for any reason, we run for it.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm having so much fun.
Oh, I can tell.
Syrian, rip that door off its hinges so we don't have to crawl through the damn thing.
Okay.
Sure. Don't
Straight check.
don't worry about it. You fucking do it. You're a big strong lady.
I could just use my appendages to like secure a foot pole and just use it as a wedge and just like tear it
Yeah.
off.
It's already on its hinges. You're just like "Brah," and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, take point, Syrian.
All right.
I'm right next to her. I'm taking point too. So.
I want to hit the reactor.
Well, apparently you guys are going after the skull now.
You know,
Now that I know what I'm looking
reactor.
for.
I have a weird feeling I know why the ship.
The ship
Fine.
didn't get hit by an EMP. The ship got hit by a enormous,
by an EMP.
massive predator.
And
Predator?
something got out.
Yes, enormously massive predator.
Predator. I thought you said creditor, and I was like, what the fuck is a creditor?
You did say creditor, and you just like you were. No, you did. You said creditor, and you tried to speed past it. Like we didn't hear you say that.
I
Here's
said
the thing.
predator.
You rolled really low on that deception check.
No, I
You
said
rolled a
predator.
1. I heard
said
that.
Here's the thing.
predator.
No,
That
you
would
said
actually
creditor.
make sense. An extremely large creditor would really fuck up a capital ship.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Can you
I'll be right back.
imagine the amount of bills
Going to
and
the
debt
bathroom.
you would have for getting a capital ship?
We're gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water while we're on a break. I'll be right back.
Oh god. My cat's like, what the fuck? So I just fucking was drinking when you made that joke. But no, seriously, I said predator. But I'm sure my words are slurred because I have a toothache, so Which, talking about, hope we end soon because I'm starting to heat up.
Okay. Where are we at?
So, how is everyone?
I'm great. What are we doing?
Tired.
Bathroom break stop.
Oh, okay.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Is everyone ready?
I am very ready now.
All right.
I just took Advil, but it shouldn't kick in for another 45 minutes.
I'm sorry you're not feeling well.
Yeah, starting to heat up.
I know you
burn up.
said Advil. My brain translated it to Adderall.
Not this late. We'll fucking be up all night.
I usually am, so what's the difference?
Fair. All right, so you guys are progressing down this hall after the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
turn around the corner, and now we see a floating crystal skull.
No.
If we did, I'd be fucking shitting myself, because that's some... What is it? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No,
it would
no.
actually be Indiana Jones: The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
No, sorry,
Those are your
you
goddess.
were on the right track, and then you said Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's the Ark. That's the Ark of the Covenant. That's a different religious artifact.
I mean, actually, no. I'm pretty sure it is actually still in the same that movie as well.
The Lost Ark or the Crystal Skull?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the Crystal
I'm
Skulls are
pretty sure
only
it's
in the
in
fourth the fourth one.
No, right. I think the Ark is in Crystal Skull. I think the Ark is in the warehouse they're in.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
one of
believe
the
so.
artifacts kept in there.
All right. At the end of the hall, do you turn left or right?
I check both.
Smart. Sometimes I'm just like, maybe they'll just make a decision and not look. That'd be funny. Sure. Right doesn't go very far. It's mostly just like some extra like storage space. There's a couple boxes or like crates rather. Storage containers. And towards the left, Kaida, you would actually recognize this. Remember when you were talking about like, remember when people were talking about like a hidey hole for like engineers?
The engine well.
Yeah. You're on your way.
Yeah.
It's something akin to that.
Okay. How far up were the boxes?
They're not like how high are they stacked?
No, how far away are they?
Oh, they're like a few feet. It only goes right for like a couple feet, and then there's like some storage boxes.
Okay.
And then like left
Well,
continues the way.
Pockets, want to give that a quick search while we cover the rest of the hallway? Before we continue on, make sure we're not leaving anything behind us.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a bunch of storage boxes that are some of them are actually like that have been kind of like opened. Some of them are actually empty. the ones near the top and like on the more like on the outward level. You open up one of, but eventually you open up one of them. It's a it's a food cache. It looks like it looks like a bunch of like non-perishable things that are that even after all this time would probably still be good.
Twinkies.
It's mostly like MREs, but they're like heavily contained. It's food. It's rations. And like opening the other containers, they're also rations. These are all ration containers.
Are they like the good MREs or are they like the bad MREs?
Well, they'll keep you alive.
Okay.
I give a quick peek. I'd say I'd rank them C grade for MRE where he's they're C. I'd rank them a C.
Yeah, I heard anything military grade is actually shit. So.
No. If you can get military grade like guard level grade, no, that shit's better than a 5-star restaurant.
Depends on the military.
I take a couple of MREs. I stuff them in my backpack. I think we should all do the same.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that both me and Tatsia both just crack one open, start just peeking through it.
This is not the time to be doing that, but
the pockets, the box you opened was not full. Almost like something has been taking these.
Well, concerning. I take what's left.
Okay. You have box. You have a box of MREs, basically.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's like a dozen.
Oh shit. Okay.
And that's in like the rest of the box that you opened. There are more boxes, but they are more full and would require
I feel like I shouldn't carry that right now.
Hang on.
I kind of want to just take a few and
how many boxes are there?
Like
total, including the empties.
Including the empties, a lot.
Enough for say 18 years worth of MRE?
Maybe not here, but a good number of years, definitely.
Thought so.
Cool.
Someone got left behind. By choice or not? A new question.
What are you insinuating?
I have a theory. Remember how I was talking about the engine well earlier?
Yes.
We're coming across one.
Okay. What's your theory? Are you going to be really cryptic about this?
Oh, I'm not going to share it, because if I share it and I'm wrong, I just look like an idiot.
You look like one.
Our lives are on the line right now, and you're going to be really cryptic about this? Like...
Tatsuya looks at you and pinches the bridge of his nose. Or at least would if he was, or at least he would if he wasn't wearing a mask.
Pinches the bridge of his space helmet.
What is wrong with you? Do they just let anybody in the military nowadays? Like, they must be desperate if they let you in. So you're gonna tell me your theory or what?
The last person who acted like this around me.
Nothing good, I imagine.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna have children for the next 6 years.
Why are you?
Mainly because he needs reconstructive surgery.
You're pretty violent for a pilot. For an envoy, I'm just saying, like.
Oh no! This person was my ex-fiance.
I don't get how that makes it any better, but.
I never wanted to get married to him.
Are you gonna? That's not relevant right now. Can you tell me your theory about the golden skull? And not unleash your emotional baggage on me right now?
Look at how much food there is here. Someone's
Okay.
been taking some already.
Right.
Means someone's been here.
Okay.
This is several years worth of food, and yet we've got 18 years worth of dust.
Okay.
It's not very dusty in this hallway.
Can you get to the point?
The lack of dust in this hallway. The fact we're coming up to an engine well. The fact someone's been eating some food. There is definitely someone here.
Okay.
And I think
Yeah.
that skull might be their way of keeping people away. It's why when we try and approach it, it disappears. Could also be a surveillance unit and it also keeping an eye out on us. Not sure whether we can be seen as friends or foe.
Well, fine. Onward.
All right. I am going to ask for one more perception check.
Okay.
Potentially the last. For the day at least.
Well,
Oh, poor goggles.
Your goggles are dusty.
Goggles, you get shot by a blaster.
They're tinted. It's really hard to see in these things.
Why have you been wearing them?
They're like sunglasses.
Have
It's
you
really
been wearing
dark.
this the whole? You've been wearing them like the whole time.
I'm just going to say that Tatsuya succeeds because that's more fun. Actually, no. You know what? It's fine. Ray's not here, and therefore Tatsuya is the easiest target.
no.
Don't worry about it.
He's lurking in the chat right now.
He
He doesn't even have work tomorrow. He's just lurking in the chat.
He's like, oh fuck.
He wants to
Oh.
see how we treat his character when he's not here.
As you all enter the little like hidey room, it's not like exactly the engine well, but it is a small room. Completely, it is completely pitch black, like everything else. And it's pretty it's really small. You're like as you kind of like come in, like some of you guys are like at first so like in the hall. In the corner of the room, there is a mass of blankets. They look dirty and more like a nest than a bed. MRE wrappers like litter the floor.
Were they torn open
bottles.
or do they look shredded?
Torn open. Mostly. Like
So
open like they are supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, this room is empty.
We should what's up with the pile of blankets? Pockets is
I
gonna
look at
investigate the
Tatsuya real
blankets.
quick to see like I do a check on everyone. Yeah.
You turn around and Tatsuya actually has both of his hands up, facing away from you. Like as it and like peeking around him. All of you see what appears to be some kind of humanoid, head to toe in ratty, speckled, in some places ripped black clothing, and covering their face is a golden skull mask. They are holding some kind of bladed weapon directly at Tatsuya's throat.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Drop the sword, pal.
Do you speak Galactic Common? Can't remember what we said that was. Galactic Basic, was it?
Galactic Basic.
Do you speak Galactic Basic?
You hear them breathing heavily, but very faintly. Like it's very difficult to hear this person make any kind of noise. After like a few seconds of not acknowledging any of like trying not to acknowledge any of you, they start you hear them very quietly, like barely a whisper, and their voice is like cracking as if like they haven't used it in a long time. You hear them you just hear them start very rapidly repeating, don't listen to the voices, 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 don't listen to the voices. And like you can almost feel their heartbeat accelerating. And like they kind of like aggressively just like gesture to like Tatsuya like back. Like they don't say anything, but they like aggressive like they like thrust their knife forward in like an intimidating fashion. This figure is very skinny and like 6.5 feet tall.
I grab one of the MREs we grabbed earlier and like get down to one knee, slide it across the ground.
The figure like looks down at points the knife at it and points the weapon back at Tatsuya. Points the weapon at you, points the weapon like all around. This humanoid's like weapon form is immaculate, almost like very very well trained, but they look incredibly like panicked. You're not real. None of you are 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 real. Don't listen to the voices. Don't listen to the voices. None of you are real.
Our ship is docked at names the specific docking area that we docked at.
Don't listen to the voices. Don't listen to the
Can
voices.
Okay, now I wanna do a thing.
What do you want to do?
Can I recite like a military order to identify using a very basic, like generic, military code, not one that's like specified to any faction on its own. It's the look, we need to identify who you are sort of code.
Yeah, it's yeah, there are you there's something like that you can use.
Yeah, I just want
You
to.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do know what the outfit that they are wearing is definitely not Commonwealth military. Don't listen to voices. Don't listen. They're not real. You're alone. You've been alone. You're alone. Don't listen to the voices. They're not real.
Have you been here the whole 18 years?
not real. Everyone is gone. Everyone's gone.
How can I prove I'm real?
You're not real.
Can I punch him? He'll feel that and he'll know it's real.
No, do not punch him. I put my gun down,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to approach him. Gently, carefully. If he makes any, like, sudden move to, like, threaten Tatsuya, I will stop moving.
Not to Tatsuya.
But, like...
As soon as you start moving towards them, they turn and point their knife at you.
My hands are raised, and I keep moving until I am within, like, a lunge.
They're
Like, they
can,
could lunge to attack me at any moment. So
yeah,
this.
their breathing is erratic, and they are like and you can see that their like hand is shaking. But but they're not attacking you.
Similar to how you go for like a getting a dog to shake your hand, I gently lower my hand to almost like waist level,
Mhm.
and just leave my hand in front of me, as if it's like going for a low five.
Yeah, I understand. They stand pointing the knife at you for a minute, mostly unmoving, outside of like slight shaking. A second minute goes by. You see their head like turn towards your hand, and very shakily, very slowly, they move their hand towards yours. And the very,
I don't reach out and grab it. I let them move at their own speed.
and with like the faintest of touch, just like the tip of their finger brushes yours, and you hear them breathe in, like very audible, like intake of breath before like completely grabbing your hand. You are real.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, we are. We have a ship. We can get you off the ship if you would like.
They 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 drop the weapon the knife that they're holding. And let go of your hand, and very slowly pull. They reach up towards the golden skull, and they very slowly pull the mask away. Under the mask is the very tired looking, very malnourished, very gaunt face of a drow.
What have you been doing here this whole time?
Trying to survive
Well,
alone.
How long have you been here? Were you here
Don't
since the
know.
evacuation?
I woke up and everyone was gone.
oh dear.
I would like anyone who is proficient with it now to roll another culture check. Now that you know
Okay.
this is now that you're like, I'm trying to think of a creature whose head floats, and you're not like, I'm looking for a creature, and you're like, does this ring a bell?
26.
15.
Look, I don't know much about the drow.
Hmm.
Pockets knows. Pockets.
Yes.
Yeah, Pocket's best friend is a drow.
You after like piecing it together in your head, this is a gold mask assassin. A classic a something that like according to the galaxy is not real is a fairy tale.
Huh.
The gold mask assassins, the legend of the gold mask assassins are that they come from the planet Darkwood. They are supposed to be the most feared assassins in the galaxy. And they most of what they do is to protect the stone arch-tree forests on the planet Darkwood, but sometimes they are sent off-world on missions because of how like renowned of assassins they are.
I think he's a gold mask assassin. But what's a
Okay.
gold mask assassin doing on a ship and being all malnourished and crazy?
If he's an assassin, what if... Who... Did you have a target on the ship?
Yes, the captain.
I don't know what the
Your
captain did.
This ship got hit by a solar flare, got knocked out. I don't have any information on the captain. Once we get back to the ship, do all I can to help you find information. Do you need to contact...
I and like they grab onto your hand again, like almost to like reaffirm to themselves that like they're not like just seeing things.
Yeah, Kaido would do this. I bring him into a hug just to help.
They are very uncomfortable.
We're real. Everything's okay. I then release them from the hug, but keep hold of her hand.
I would like to go. I would like to go.
I second that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So are you guys bailing?
Yes, we're leaving.
Okay.
And I don't think Millie's gonna get her gold skull.
Well, considering the gold skull was actually a mask, probably not.
Yes, we should get our assassin friend off this ship. I think this expedition is coming to an end.
Yeah.
All right. So, tally up all of your scrap if you're not coming back. You put the assassin on the ship. And you go back in. You grab all of grab all the stuff. Like I said, tally up all of the scrap you have collected.
47 scrap.
You will receive, for the sake of it, you will receive 150 credits per unit per like scrap number. I think
Right,
that's
I'm gonna
fair.
open up my calculator to work this out real quick.
So
So
it was 47, you said?
Yes.
So 47
4,935.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Wait.
No.
40.
I did numbers wrong. 7,050.
7,050.
Cool.
Yeah, I did 105, not 150.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So that that amount of credits you as a group will have earned from the scrap.
We'll chuck it into a group fund to be split once we have more money.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can do money numbers and stuff can be worked out in like off game or like off
Money
off
numbers can
stream.
be worked out when people want to do shopping.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
For now, we'll
So
just keep it all in one lump sum.
but yeah, for the sake of brevity, you guys grab all the scrap, get it onto the ship, and bring your assassin who hasn't seen light in probably 18 years.
Yeah.
And like as they walk onto the ship, like they actually like they like cover their eyes like immediately and like put their mask back on to try and like shield their eyes from like the light of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to give them a quick medical check?
Sure.
Because we do seem to have a med bay with a med tank.
Yeah. You or Goggles. Goggles is also like a doctor.
Sawbones.
I would probably help Goggles. I don't have any actual medicine, so it'd
Sure.
be more like I'm just doing like physical checks or keeping track of like stuff for Goggles.
Goggles, do your thing.
Okay. Medicine.
Yeah, sure. Roll. Yeah, give me a medicine.
24.
Easy.
Once you've calmed them down enough, give them a quick just like,
medical check.
basically a med check. You give them a physical basically. In terms of their physical health, they definitely could be better. Severely malnourished. Probably due to eating nothing but like MREs for probably a long time. You also notice traces of like very ancient, like very old traces of like, you want to say like frostbite or like something like that. But they're like, but like those wounds are old.
Were you cryo frozen?
Flash frozen, kind of. Yes. And kind of when the assassin says flash frozen, so there's two types of cryogenic stasis. There's proper cryogenic stasis, which is safe, and flash freezing, which is less than safe. Cryogenic freezing requires being put like cryogenic stasis requires being like permanently while you are like cryogenically frozen, like you're attached to a life support system. It's very like professional. Flash freezing is a process that can be done in a more portable fashion. Basically,
they
you
dunked
can
him in a tank of liquid nitrogen. That's what they've done.
Kind of. They get frozen and then get removed from stasis. Their temperature is regulated by a wrist mounted computer, and not you, Alexa. And
no, it's theory.
Not this time. But yeah, it's their vitals are and processes monitored by a wrist mounted computer that keeps track of things. Under normal circumstances, flash freezing has a very high fatality rate because so many things can go wrong. Basically, after like once a certain amount of time has passed, the wrist computer thaws you out steadily and gradually and very quickly.
Yeah.
Judging from what they have, judging from the fact that they said they were flash frozen, what probably happened to this person was that they were put in place on the ship to like wait till a certain time for the captain to be in a specific location. But then the ship got EMP'd, and their wrist mounted flash freeze computer probably short circuited, and then they defrosted naturally.
Yeah.
This person is lucky to be alive.
I tell them this and go, we're just clear safety. I'd like for you to keep us up to date on how you're feeling. Do you feel any side effects of flash freeze? Let us know immediately, because we need to know so you don't die.
I've been alive for this entire time. How long has it been?
18 years. Okay, 18 years since the ship got EMP'd and everyone evacuated.
Judging from timelines, the ship probably got EMP'd. Everyone got evacuated within a week. This person probably woke up a week later.
Yeah, I explained that to them.
I haven't felt fine in 18 years.
I start
don't
recording
know.
anything they say.
It's a lot of gibberish. It's a lot of... They talk to themselves a lot. This person is very much, like, aside from, like, physical, like, not physically well, this person's been completely isolated for 18 years. There's definitely some fucking... They definitely have some brain damage, probably. From, like,
He's
complete
isolation.
isolation.
He's a little fucked up.
He's just like me. I'm joking.
Oh, we know.
Sorry, I had to make the joke.
Do we have any real food on the ship that we could give him?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Cooking?
Let's feed him. Let's feed him some real food.
Sure. They eat like a bird.
Okay.
Not like, when I say eat like a bird, I don't mean like literally like pecking at it. I mean they eat sporadically. Eating like a bird, eating like a bird means like not eating a lot, or like eating very lightly and like sporadically.
Yeah, I see you try and make proper food. I then make porridge.
Yeah. They're not used to flavor. It's been 18 years of like
That sucks.
MRE.
18 years.
Oh yeah.
18 years of fucking up hard tag. That sucks.
Keeps you alive.
Actually,
No.
MREs actually do sometimes have them.
They're not the pizza MREs. This man would have been fine if he had the pizza MREs. Except he got fucking shit in a bag.
No, she's in a bag. Might have actually tasted.
You also have not asked this person's name, pronouns, or gender.
I assume that was part of a medical exam.
Pronouns are she, her.
We've been misgendering her this time.
This is the least of their. It's the least of her worries.
Yeah.
They realistically, they also don't smell that great because the showers didn't work.
Yeah, I figured the two medical examiners would actually ask their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel that's the first question we ask.
Yeah.
What's their name or name they wish to go by?
Hiran.
Don't.
Heerin.
Okay, Hiran. After the medical check, I ask Kieran to come with me, and I just take her to the bathroom. I take her to over here
Give her,
because it looks like it's a bathroom and shower.
Yeah, you give her a very gentle. You let her take a very gentle bath.
And I set out some spare clothes for her.
Yeah. She after laying out clothes for her, she does ask you, I don't mean to pry, but does it come in black?
I like the way this
all
one
but like one
dresses.
thing comes in black.
Huh?
Like I have black right here. Pull out like a box of purely black.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's for religious purposes. I apologize.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. If there's anything else you need.
Do you know where my mask is? I also need that.
One sec. I run out. Pocket!
What?
Where's the mask?
How the hell should I know?
You were handling all the loot. So where's the mask?
I thought she had it. I
I
didn't
run
take
back onto the
it.
ship and grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, you brought it with you. It's just like she didn't have it during the medical exam, and she's like, I would like my mask, please. Yeah, as soon as you hand it to her, she puts it back on. And like you could see her like start to like you can see her start to relax again.
So,
It's a fucking, it's like an intimidating mask. Like it's like
Badass. I'm not intimidated. I just think it's cool.
Yeah. Like it's definitely if you fucking like weren't expecting to see it and you saw this in the fucking dark, in like the dark of the night in your room when you're supposed to be asleep, it'd be like, no, bad.
It would be that moment of, is it Hirin or is it one of Hirin's colleagues?
Regardless, I'm dead.
Regardless, no. I've been nice. I've helped. They won't kill me straight away.
Yeah. Right. Once Hirin is pacified, and they're just kind of they're basically just kind of like sitting in a corner, like kind of shaking a little bit, but like you've done all you can for her.
does Pockets know where the darkest corner in the ship is?
That would probably be like these little rooms over here.
Because I feel like Pockets would be like, the darkest corner in the ship is actually like that way. If you're, I just say that because I feel like you like the idea of a inviting shadow. As do I.
I have been in the dark for 18 years. I could use a little bit of light right now. Thank you, though.
Okay, then. My name's Pockets, by the way.
I appreciate that. Hello?
She now knows she's not got you as the target. Got it. I joke. I'm assuming we're gonna be ending soon, so my character's gonna look up recipes that like drow recipes.
The people of Darkwood.
Yeah, sorry, the people of recipes from Darkwood.
Yeah. It's a lot of like what's the best way of what's like the best like it's a lot of rice dishes. Think like a lot of like rice dishes from like from like Pakistan. It's very similar to like a lot of like heavily spiced rice dishes from like Pakistan.
I will attempt some of that later.
Best of luck.
Can
We've only got like 2 of the 12 spices we need.
can I
I can make do.
It's like when a white person tries to make biryani. It's just like nope.
listen? Let me do a thing here.
Okay,
Can I
what's up?
use can I use advanced preparation to pull a rice dish out of my pocket?
Out of your pocket? No. I will say that you can
Out of
be
my
like I've got
anywhere.
it's like so I will say if Kaida's trying to like make the food and be like we only have like like so many spices you can fucking pull a spice kit out of your pocket.
Yeah.
It's like, we need a specific spice that we can only find in these 3 places.
I
And
got
on
that.
specific place on...
What do you mean you've got that?
I got that.
I'm a scammer.
Here. It's here. I had it in my pocket.
How did you get Tiberian scaff?
I know people.
Interesting.
I know a lot of people.
Now, how are you meant to cook? How are you meant to add gas as a spice?
I don't know.
I posted another thing for whenever anyone wants to look at it.
I was currently looking at it. Yeah, nice. I don't like the wither effect on that.
I like it.
Wither is a mechanic in Magic the Gathering that says you deal damage in the form of -1/-1 counters. So this creature has First Strike and Death Touch, which means it kills anything before it can kill it. And because it has Wither, it can kill things that are indestructible. They are the greatest. They are the greatest assassins in the galaxy.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't like the fact it's wither.
That mask is spooky, actually.
Well, if the thing has more than 1 hit point and trample, then wouldn't it just carry over damage and not
no,
die?
no, because
even if it gets,
because it has First Strike and Death Touch.
so
So First Strike
Meaning
means it would deal damage first, and it wouldn't get damage because the thing that it's attacking, that it's blocking, would die.
if it has
Yeah.
more than 1 toughness, then
There
the
are
one
2 steps in combat.
-1 wouldn't kill it.
No, but
No,
it has
because
Death
it's
Touch,
having
so it
taken
kills
damage.
it.
Yeah, but if it's indestructible, Death Touch does nothing. And if it has more
But
than
if
1
it's
toughness, then the
so
-1 wouldn't kill it.
so the interaction
The
between
negative
Death
one, they
Touch
won't
and
kill it.
Wither. Hold on.
Mm.
The interaction between Death Touch and Wither, is that Death Touch says any amount of damage is lethal damage, and because it has Wither, which deals damage in the form of -1/-1 counters, it's effectively not making it so that it's not like dealing the damage. It's basically giving it -X/-X, which is enough to kill it. It is so if you if
It's not -X/-X. It's -1 -infinity.
kind of, yeah.
If -X is less than total toughness, then it wouldn't.
But it's always more.
Perhaps we can discuss Starfinder and maybe have this conversation after the game.
Yeah.
Talking about after the game conversations, I do want to talk to you about D&D related had come up with that I think would be really cool.
I would love to hear it. Probably after this weekend. I am so busy this weekend.
Which is why I was just gonna be. I'm just gonna give you base info after session and bail.
Oh yeah, that's probably fine. But yeah. So we will end the session with Huron on the Pathfinder. You guys will be on your way back to Millie to deliver some scrap. And that is where we will call the session.
Yay!
I'm marking in shop and drop the combined funds we just collected.
Yes.
That was great. I enjoyed all of that.
Thank you. I'm glad. I hope it wasn't too spoopy for you.
No.
I'm posting another card.
I'm not a huge puss.
The fuck nerd.
All right. All right. Well, To the listeners, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We are going that'll wrap up session 7 of Across the Universe, Ghost of the Navigator. Our next session will be in 2 weeks, so look forward to that. I'm sure I'll have to figure out some new clever music reference for a name.
I want to ride my bicycle.
It's not off the table, not for next session, but eventually.
Okay.
I will say, I do know what the final session of this campaign is going to be called. Unless I TPK you guys, that's that notwithstanding. But if you guys survive until the end, I know what the last session is going to be called.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I've thought of another name that would have been this episode.
Yep.
Sound of Silence.
Sound of Silence would be pretty good too. But there are certain titles that I am absolutely saving, and that is one of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good night,
Okay.
Bobbles.
Good night.
Hey, Boobles.
Without going into specifics on this D&D thing, a druid character who is the source of their divine power.
That's fun.
What do I mean by that? They are literally a tree.
I'd like to be a tree.